Professor Nkosi is about to begin a lecture on the lingering effects of apartheid in South Africa. Good morning, everyone. Today, we'll be discussing racial privilege in post-apartheid South Africa. While apartheid officially ended in 1994, its legacy continues to shape our society, Professor Nkosi said, with an educational tone. The statistics paint a stark picture. White South Africans, on average, still enjoy significantly higher levels of wealth, access to quality education, health care, and employment opportunities compared to their black counterparts. It's frustrating, Sarah. I have the same qualifications as some of the junior associates here, but I'm still stuck doing administrative work, Thando said, his voice filled with frustration. I understand, Thando. The Old Boys Network is still strong. It's easier for people who come from privileged backgrounds to climb the ladder, Sarah replied, her tone empathetic. Sarah acknowledges the systemic barriers Thando faces, highlighting the subtle ways privilege operates in professional settings. In many townships, generations continue to struggle with poverty and lack of opportunity. The legacy of apartheid's spatial segregation is still visible. My grandfather was forced off his land. My father couldn't get a decent education. What chance do my children have? Mandla said, resigned. We have to keep fighting for change. We can't let the past define our future, Aisha said, with determination. Mandla expresses the despair felt by many, while Aisha voices a call for continued activism. Addressing racial privilege requires honest conversations, policy changes, and a commitment to creating a more equitable society. It's a long journey, but one we must undertake together, Professor Nkosi said, with motivation. Professor Nkosi emphasizes the importance of collective action in dismantling the structures of privilege. That lecture really made me think. I hadn't realized just how deep the inequalities run, Student 1 said thoughtfully. Yeah, it's like we need to rethink everything, from education policies to economic structures, Student 2 replied, reflective. I'm going to look into joining some activism groups. It's time I did more than just talk about change, Student 3 said, determined. Remember, understanding these issues is the first step. True activism requires dedication and resilience, Professor Nkosi advised. Thank you, Professor. Your lecture was an eye-opener, a student expressed gratefully. Always question, always challenge. That's how we make progress, Professor Nkosi said, with inspiration in his voice. It's one thing to learn in the classroom, and another to see the impact firsthand, isn't it? Student 5 reflected. Exactly. This is where real change starts, with actions that benefit our communities, Student 6 said, clearly engaged. Absolutely. Each small action contributes to the bigger picture of a fairer world, Professor Nkosi encouraged. We're planning workshops to teach skills that can lead to job creation here. We need volunteers to help organize, the community leader explained with a collaborative tone. Count me in. I can help with setting up computer literacy courses, Student 7 said, enthusiastic. And I can reach out to some local businesses for support, Student 8 added, proactive in their approach. The seeds of change are sown not only in lecture halls, but in action and community commitment. Together, they move towards a brighter future filled with endless possibilities. As night falls, the city comes alive, a testament to the diverse voices rising together. We're creating spaces that bring people together. It's about building bridges, literally and metaphorically, the urban planner said, with vision. Yes, and we must ensure everyone feels welcome, heard, and valued, the community volunteer added, inclusively. Let's applaud all the efforts that turned this vision into reality. Here's to many more nights of unity, the event organizer exclaimed, celebratory. Music is the universal language, connecting us across all divides. Let's dance to a new future, the musician said, joyful. Art tells our stories. It challenges, it heals, and it inspires action, the artist stated, inspirational. Today's meeting is a testament to our resilience, the community activist said, with motivation. I've seen the struggles of the past. This new generation gives me hope that change is possible, the local elder reflected. Together we'll dismantle the barriers holding us back. Our voices are louder when combined, the young activist declared, empowered. Did you catch how Professor Nkosi connected historical injustices to today's challenges? It was mind-blowing, Student 9 said excitedly. True, and it's inspiring to see how many of us are ready to make a difference, Student 10 replied, inspired. I think starting small is key. Let's begin with our campus initiatives first, Student 11 suggested, practically. We stand here today to remind our community and leaders that justice cannot be delayed, the protester leader declared, with determination. Together, our voices will change the narratives and break down the unjust systems, said a young participant, hopeful in their tone. An elder participant added, pride in their voice. I marched years ago for my rights, and I march today for the rights of my grandchildren. Let's make sure we're not just memorizing facts, but truly understanding the systemic issues we're facing, the study group leader said, with an analytical tone. Agreed. We need to connect our learning to real-world applications, Student 12 replied, thoughtfully. Imagine if everyone could see the world from up here, so peaceful and united, Friend 1 said dreamily. It's a reminder of how small we are, yet how much potential we hold to create change, Friend 2 reflected, with a philosophical tone. Together, we can light up the world with understanding and compassion, Friend 3 added, hopefully. This is what unity looks like. Let's cherish these moments and carry their spirit into our everyday lives, the community organizer said, with a sense of cherishment. And let music be our constant companion in this journey towards equality, the local musician added, his tone harmonious. Welcome, everyone. Today, we're going to explore skills that can help you thrive in today's economy, the workshop instructor said, encouragingly. I'm excited to learn more about entrepreneurship, a participant said, curiosity in their voice. That's great. We need innovative thinkers ready to rebuild our local economies, the workshop instructor replied, supportively. Art speaks, and we must listen to the messages of hope and struggle in each piece, the gallery owner said reverently. It's moving to see stories from our community so beautifully portrayed, the first visitor expressed emotionally. Through our stories, we ignite change, inspire hope, and foster understanding, the artist declared with purpose. This garden is more than just food. It's a symbol of our growth and self-sustenance, the head gardener said, reflecting thoughtfully. Being part of this brings a sense of accomplishment and joy. We're building something lasting together, said Volunteer 1, with joy in their voice. And it's just the start. Together, we nurture both our land and our community, Volunteer 2 added, hopeful. Today, we celebrate not only our past, but the vibrant future we are shaping together, said the cultural historian with a celebratory tone. Our traditions have survived through resilience and adaptation, the elder dancer stated, showing resilience in their voice. And it's through this dance that we pass on stories and lessons to the next generation, the young performer explained, educating the listeners. This cafe has always been a hub for ideas and collaboration, the cafe host said, welcoming everyone. Let's brainstorm our next initiative, community gardens, educational workshops, or something entirely new. the local activist suggested with imagination. How about a mentorship program to connect experienced professionals with young people? The youth leader proposed. Let's make today fun and educational. We'll inspire young minds through creativity, the volunteer coordinator said cheerfully. I want to paint the biggest picture ever, exclaimed Kid 1 excitedly. Me too, and we'll make it super colorful, added Kid 2 with enthusiasm. Working the land reminds me of the connection we all have to nature, the farmer said, nostalgic. And every seed we plant is a step towards sustainability, Volunteer 3 added, hopeful. We're not just growing food, we're nurturing a sense of community, Volunteer 4 said, appreciative. Today, we'll learn the art of weaving, a skill passed down through generations, the craftsman explained. One participant reflected, it's amazing to think we're creating something that has such a rich history. Another participant added with inspiration, I can't wait to teach my family what I've learned here. It's such a valuable experience. Gather around, everyone. Tonight we share stories of the past and dreams for the future, the bonfire leader said warmly. With each spark, let us remember and envision all that we can achieve together. The local poet spoke with poetic grace. Every single one of us holds the power to make changes that ripple through generations, the youth speaker declared, empowered. This mural represents our diversity and strength. Let's paint our stories together, the mural artist said, with a collaborative spirit. Seeing my kids participate in this gives me hope for a united future, said Parent 1, hopeful. Look, I drew us all holding hands, the child artist said, proud. Tonight is about showcasing talent that resonates with all corners of our community, the host said, enthusiastic. This song is dedicated to everyone striving for a brighter tomorrow, the young singer declared, inspirational. Let's cheer for the courage and creativity we're witnessing here tonight, an audience member encouraged, supportive. Welcome to our annual street festival, a celebration of unity and culture, the festival organizer invited. Every year this festival unites us and broadens our horizons, the visitor said gratefully. Try these, a taste of heritage in every bite, the vendor said proudly. Every journey we undertake reveals more about the land and ourselves, the guide said, with an adventurous tone. These landscapes tell stories of resilience and beauty, Hiker 1 reflected. Nature is the greatest teacher, guiding us towards harmony and growth, Hiker 2 added, inspiringly. Our strength comes from these shared moments of joy and understanding, the community elder said, affirmatively. Music is the heartbeat of our community, a universal language of hope, the young musician expressed. The storyteller added,